Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to the deck profile for the number 61 Volcasaurus Turbo deck that I was playing a few days ago. This deck actually is pretty good. A lot of you guys wanted the deck profile, and I did some modifications to this deck. I'll be uploading some more of the gameplays with this deck, but it's a pretty nasty deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the deck profile, but first off I want to mention, if you don't want to type in all the cards, there is a download link down below in the description box where you can download it and put it into your DevPro folder. There's also a video on how to do that if you don't know how to do that, but that said, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So, we play one BLS. He's a pretty awesome card. I just love putting him in everything because it's freaking BLS. He's still a good card. And next up, I'm playing 3 Mist Archfiends, just because he's a dark that I can normal summon without tributing. Plus, he's got 2400 attack, so he's not that bad at all, but you're definitely going to need to XYZ with him, otherwise he dies and you take 1000 points of damage. If you don't want to play Mist Archfiend, pretty much if you don't want to play BLS, I do recommend you to put in Solar Windjammer. That's a pretty good card as well. Next up, I play 3 Cyber Dragons because it is technically a good card, plus it's a light, and if they're playing machines, hey, you can just contact fusion with their field. You could definitely play Solar Windjammer instead of Cyber Dragon, but the way I look at it, in a number 61 Turbo deck, you're going to be needing your opponent to have a monster on the field so you can actually destroy and deal some damage. So I was like, well, might as well go with Cyber Dragon just because Cyber Dragon technically has more utility, plus he's actually got attack. Next up, I play 3 Wind-Up Soldier, 3 Wind-Up Shark, 3 Wind-Up Warrior, 1 Wind-Up Magician, and triple Wind-Up Honeybee. This is the floater that actually makes this deck so much better. Oh my gosh, this card is actually ridiculously good in this deck, as you guys will see in the future videos that I will be uploading of this deck. Shark, Magician, or pretty much, I mean, these all just increase the level, so I mean, you just need Magician, and then you just abuse Magician over and over. That's why I'm playing triple Call of the Haunted, because Magician is such a ridiculous card, because it's just like, oh, let me get back Magician. Okay, normal summon any wind-up that I can, you know, boost the level up with, and then just get another wind-up. It's just so good. I almost thought about playing Pot of Adverse in here, but the way I look at it, pretty much if you go for double Volcasaurus, you pretty much have won that game anyways. As long as they successfully went through, and then you just go over like a guy and get your attack in, and then, you know, set the dirty cards over here, and pretty much his game. Next up, 3 Instant Fusion, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, and 3 My Body as a Shield. And you might be wondering, why would you play this card? Well, first of all, I like this card. It's a tech card that I used to love a lot. Back when Solemn went down to 1, this card was actually seeing a lot of play. But the reason why I love My Body as a Shield is because a card like Forbidden Lance can't save multiple monsters, where this can save multiple monsters. Torrential Tribute is still a card people play, so My Body as a Shield is a fantastic card. Plus, you know, 1500 life points, not so bad considering you're going to be burning your opponent for a little bit more than that usually. And you might be wondering, why is there no Dark Hole? The reason why there's no Dark Hole in this deck is because I want my opponent to have a monster, and I want to be destroying it. The only downside is maybe if they have like a Ophion, I might want Dark Hole, but even then they usually have Infestation and they add it for free anyways, so Cyber Dragon will be a little bit sad in that department. But next up for traps, play triple Cylinder, triple Dimension Wall, triple Call of the Haunted. Pretty easy and self-explanatory. Like I said, I made this deck to abuse Wind-Up Magician as much as possible, because Wind-Up Magician is absolutely ridiculous. Plus, he just stays on the field, so if it survives for, you know, a while, it is pretty dirty, although, you know, the effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field, so it just has to die, and then you just bring it back with Call of the Haunted. If it does survive though, hey, you have the option maybe to go for this card to burn for game, which can happen. As far as the extra deck, I just play 1 light level 5, 1 dark level 5, and then 1 level 4 dark, just because, you know, maybe I need to burn them for game. It, you know, can happen. Then I play 2 Gaia Charger. I wish I had room to put 3, but I really wanted to throw this in here, considering I have triple Cyber Dragon, why not? Then I play M7, and then 1 dark, 1 light, you know, Tyrus Aegis. And then this card is pretty dirty when you can pull it off, because this card plus Gaia is pretty nasty as well. But generally, it's going to be number 61 that's coming out, unless they basically have a blank field in that point. Maybe you can use this. But yeah, I think this card is just, it's really good, and it's so dirty with these cards. It really is. And then I have a Dire Wolf, just in case I need to pop anything. You saw in that previous video, it definitely did help out. Then 1 Cowboy. And then this is not my actual side deck. It's just, if you don't want to play BLS, you can definitely fit this card instead. It's just a card, and I would recommend, if you're not playing BLS, take out the Mist Archfiends and put this in. Because I know the Cyber Dragon, technically, they kind of counter each other, but the way I look at it is if you just have one of them out, and then you can normal summon any of her windups, and then increase the level, and then you can just go for Volcasaurus, then overlay for this, and then set a cylinder or something like that. It's just a very dirty deck to play. It honestly is a decent deck as well, but like I said, I think this deck has some room for improvement. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. And again, if you guys want to download the deck, it's there in the description box, as well as a tutorial on how to do so. But anyways, if you have any suggestions, again, let me know, because I think we can make this deck a little bit better. And this card is just, it's so good. These cards are just too good with each other. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes signing out.